Hey everybody!
Take two!
Don't... Okay, so we did fuck up the first run of this.
Yeah, okay, I don't know, I know hardly nothing except for, like, all these
He knows the names of the girls now.
Okay, and, like, just like we said in the previous video, this thing is
they didn't see the previous video! So, we're just gonna act like this is the first take. There are trigger warnings in this. If you have high levels of anxiety or epilepsy, it's probably not good to watch this.
Mom, please do not watch this one.
Young children probably shouldn't watch this.
She says it's like really disturbing or something.
If you have certain trigger warnings, I'd recommend not watching this, or at least watching something else. And also, if you've never played this game, Doki Doki Literature Club, by the way, if you've never played this game and you want to play it by yourself, don't watch this yet. Go and play it first, because you really need to, like, have the experience. I've already played this game, Jackson has not, so that's why we're doing this.
Like the first couple of scenes.
Yeah, we did like half of the intro.
Okay, we're wasting time.
All right.
Let's go.
So, we're going in. Hey!
I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to pay attention. She might draw to herself. The girl is Sayuri, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of— oh no. Oh. I think I know what's gonna happen to her. But if she keeps going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. I know at least one of the girls—
don't spoil it.
However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me.
I overslept again! But I caught you this time!
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jackson.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple. Wow, what a dick.
He really is. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
It's kind of mean just now. Whatever you say, Sayuri. You just gotta constantly dumps on her, and all she is nice to him.
Yep.
We cross the street together and make our way across the— and it's not even like a playful banter type thing. It's him just constantly wailing on her.
Yep.
As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Jackson, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's— come on, dude!
Yep.
Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. And she could be real savage right back. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I have no idea.
You know, this game is kind of insulting how I was.
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head.
Cutscene.
The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I packed up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one. Wow, dude! That must have taken like black tar heroin or something.
He's just on a drug trip.
Yeah.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
Wow. That's self-ragging.
They are best friends.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
No what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayuri?
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to join your club. Again, dick move, dude. At least let her down easy or something.
Meanie!
Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. By the way, why are these girls in the literature club? Like, it's not, they don't really... Okay, anyway, that said, my interest in the literature club is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to be going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. So she's either an idiot or like a sociopath.
Extremely smart.
I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
Who can relate? We've all done that. At least I know I have.
It was a good cupcake, though.
It was a very good cupcake.
I dejectedly? Second time around. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Whoosh!
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. Annoying bitch. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Sayuri always says nice things about you.
I hope so.
Seriously? You brought a boy?
Well,
way to kill the atmosphere! Jackson, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club.
This game is making fun of me. This game is making fun of me. The fact that this asshole is getting this. And I have nothing.
You get a chance to date them all. If you want to.
Okay.
That's the thing with visual novels. You get to date
all
the
words
girls.
escape me in this situation. I'm gonna be a gentleman, okay? This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
I'm gonna be a gentleman. This club is full of some hot chicks.
Hey, this guy is saying it, not me.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
I'm actually kind of looking at like that weird snaggletooth thing you have.
Yeah, she got a fang.
Yeah, sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with a sour attitude, who apparently is named Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayuri says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
She's gonna be like the fragile flower character, isn't she? Like she's going to. What?
Nothing.
What?
You're pretty close. You're pretty close.
Yuri, who appears comfortable, comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Jackson.
It's not fair! It's not fair! Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely. Okay, that's actually kind of accurate. But we a lot of people at my school knew my name. I swear I've never met before in my life. Okay, well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
So just so everyone knows, Natsuki's a first year, Sayori, Monica, and yourself are second years, and Yuri is a third year.
Okay.
Come sit down, Jackson. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the table where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Aw, it's cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
And look at her cute little smile. She's adorable. So cute!
It kind of reminds me of Pearl in Splatoon.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say in Steven Universe. I was like, that does not look like her. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know.
You see, there's a snaggletooth right there.
Yep, her little thing. Just hurry and take one.
Sayuri grabs one first, and then Monica, I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Of course she has. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Okay, look, it's a little creepy. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like
I haven't heard this. Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayuri said that...
Well, maybe, but not for you know you, dummy baka. Tsundere!
I don't know what that means.
I'll explain later.
Please don't. I actually kind of want to figure out.
It doesn't ruin anything if I tell you what a tsundere is.
Okay, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Wait, like a Japanese tea set, or is it like a regular?
Don't make it racist. It's just a tea set.
Oh, is it like made of?
It's a tea set. Just.
I wonder if it's like green tea or just.
Maybe it is. It's a tea set.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't trying to be
Read
racist.
the screen.
I wasn't trying to be racist. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Oh, you keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess?
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Really?
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away. Aww.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least like tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I got dragged here.
Against your will.
Against my will. I was afraid of the question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically Hey! I already said that!
Too late!
Hey, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seems really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Sorry.
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs.
Plus, they were really freaked out about how my hair just kind of like freezes in midair.
It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow before we graduate. You know what I said. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agreed. Didn't we just see that? Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Jackson, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Books. Considering how little I've read the past 3 years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Just say Mark Twain, dude. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, I can change. Well, that I can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy stories. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Like Lord of the Rings, I guess?
She talks so much.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious...
Sorry.
But you know...
She's not good with people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I'm feeling some foreshadowing. I don't know why. I read a horror book once. I had to practically grab something I can't read. I can relate.
I mean, neither can this guy.
I had to probably grasp something I can't relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the world you look at. Well, the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. It's horror! Oh, why's that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Why does she keep eyeing me?
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayuri saddles behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you can write your own... You can write your own poems?
Yeah, we're almost doing it. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes. She stops staring at me.
You wouldn't like them.
Not very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Snore!
Yeah.
This girl ever stop talking?
No.
Just show your boobs!
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. A bit of hypocrite.
I want to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Question marks.
Yep.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzicatively at Monica.
Quizzicatively. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jackson?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again.
I think this is a good place to stop.
Okay, yeah, we'll see you next episode.
Bye!